biggest epidemics right now is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is a silent epidemic that's actually going on.
Fatty liver disease is a common liver condition that describes the buildup of excess fat in the liver. You do not need to switch to a strictly green diet to deal with a fatty liver. In fact, you will get a little result from doing this. Without further ado, here are the top 7 foods that will save you from a fatty liver. Number 7. Eggs. When it comes to eggs, there seems to be a massively misguided prejudice as a result of their fat content. But on the contrary, if you are trying to treat and eliminate fatty liver disease, then eggs have to be an essential part of your diet. Apart from being one of the best sources of protein, there is a long list of reasons eggs are highly recommended for fatty liver disease. The first and arguably the most crucial benefit of the bunch is the choline content of eggs. Choline is an important nutrient for maintaining a healthy liver. For those with fatty liver disease, you need a healthy supply of choline to properly metabolize and transport fat. Without choline, your liver will struggle to process and move on the fat that is passed to it. So, if you have fat accumulated in the liver, you need the choline in eggs to eliminate all that fat. Another superpower that an egg has is a substance known as methionine. Methionine is a mighty antioxidant that also contributes to the breakdown of fat in the liver as well as its deployment to other areas. The good news? Eggs not only contain this methionine, but also have B vitamins like B6, B9, and B12 that can transform inflammatory substances into the useful methionine that your body and liver need. So if for whatever reason you have not been eating eggs, you may just be endangering your health. Now, while the healthy fatty stuff is important, we also need to address a group that you cannot possibly miss out on if you're trying to manage a fatty liver. Number 6 is cruciferous vegetables. Of course, we already mentioned that a completely green diet may not be the ultimate solution to a fatty liver. Nonetheless, adding a bunch of cruciferous vegetables to your diet cannot possibly be ignored. Interestingly, for most cruciferous vegetables, there is no limit to how much you can consume. There is a pretty wide variety too when it comes to these cruciferous vegetables, and they all contain a nearly infinite number of phytonutrients and chemicals that make detoxification easier on the liver. Without a doubt, you could very rarely talk about detoxification without having to mention cruciferous vegetables. Whether it is cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, or the not-so-favorite broccoli, all of these will do an excellent job supporting the liver in its healing and detoxification process. Alright, let us now dive into another entry into this list that may quite literally raise question marks in your mind. Number 5. Olive oil. As crazy as it sounds to talk about consuming oil when you're trying to deal with fatty liver disease, there's evidence to show that olive oil will help this condition. Olive oil packs anti-inflammatory benefits and antioxidant components and acts as a great substitute for unhealthy fats. Speaking of unhealthy fats, one thing to note is that olive oil is mainly made up of monosaturated fats. These monosaturated fats are regarded as healthy for the heart, while other forms of fat like saturated fats and trans fats increase cholesterol levels and put your heart in danger. These monosaturated fats do the exact opposite. So, if you really want to get rid of the suffocating fat in your liver without giving up the healthy fats that your body needs to survive, then olive oil is your best bet. Keep in mind, though, that it needs to be virgin olive oil, meaning that it has gone through very minimal heat that does not harm the useful nutrients in the soil. If you thought seeing olive oil and its monosaturated fat on this list is amazing, then you definitely want to stick around for what we have in number 1. Like eggs, number 4 is another animal product that gets a lot of bad PR when it comes to its fat content: dairy. Dairy is a great source of protein and also choline. We already mentioned earlier in the video how choline is to treat a fatty liver condition, so we do not need to expand on that any further. A quick caveat when it comes to dairy, however, is to try and limit your consumption to the lower fat options or dairy products with healthier fats. Grass-fed dairy products, Greek yogurt, goat cheese, and low-fat milk are usually the best places to start if you will reap all the benefits that dairy has to offer. The proteins gotten from these are extremely important for the fat-burning processes that take place in the liver, as well as the repair of liver cells damaged by excess fat. Other major benefits that these grass-fed dairy products could easily offer include weight management, insulin regulation, and boosting metabolism, all of which really go a long way to reduce the risk of fatty liver disease. Making its way into the top 3 is a group that is consistently underrated. Number 3 is nuts. How did nuts make it onto this list? Well, that part is pretty simple. Nuts are generally high in protein and healthy fats, but also very low in carbohydrates. This is a really big deal since having lower carbs and more proteins and fat usually translates to more satisfaction. With easier satisfaction comes better control over your insulin levels and easier reversal of insulin resistance. High insulin is usually one of the major risk factors connected to fatty liver disease, so whatever you can do to keep it on the down low will go a long way to help. Walnuts, macadamia, pecans, and a bunch of others are well seated in this category and ready to serve and protect your liver from the consequences of accumulated fat. If you found nuts shocking, then our number 2 pick is bound to blow your mind. Number 2, meats. Whether it is animal organ meats, pork, beef, or chicken, meats are an essential part of your fatty liver treatment. And while you may struggle to make sense of it, there is a simple explanation. Before we move on, however, you must know that getting rid of a fatty liver requires striking a neat balance in your lifestyle choices and diet. This is why sticking to a juiced veggies diet will not do you all the good. In essence, after getting the vitamins and phytonutrients from the earlier mentioned cruciferous vegetables that allow you to detoxify, you need the fats and proteins from foods like meat to help make up for every other thing that your liver has lost as well. A fun fact that you can hold on to is that some organ meats have been found to have antioxidants that can also contribute to the detox process in the liver. In the end, it is all about getting rid of the excess fat in your liver, and you need heavy proteins like animal products to get the best result. Now, to our number 1 pick. This entry will sound a little weird, but we promise it's a highly recommended option for dealing with a fatty liver: omega-3 fatty acids. How can consuming fatty acids contribute to the removal of fat from the liver? When it comes to superfoods, omega-3 fatty acids really get all the cards. Apart from the other pretty amazing contributions that this group makes to relieve a fatty liver, what you will find the most shocking is that it actually works to reduce the accumulation of fat in the liver. Omega-3s boost the breakdown of triglycerides, a form of fat that facilitates fat oxidation in the liver. Lesser triglycerides mean lesser liver fat, and so omega fatty acids are immensely crucial to the process. While we are talking about oxidation, omega-3 fatty acids also work to reduce oxidative stress levels that may have been caused by fatty liver disease. Furthermore, omega-3s also play a part in improving the body's insulin sensitivity. With one group attacking these many angles, it would not make much sense, if any, to ignore them just because they have fat in them. These are one of the healthiest fats you will ever consume, and your liver will thank you dearly. Alright, one last thing before we let you go. While there are risk factors associated with a fatty liver, there is one thing that may cause all your efforts against the condition to be in vain. This one thing is fructose. Compared to other sugars, fructose has a 20 times higher chance of causing fatty liver disease. The sad part is that fructose can be found in a ton of foods like corn syrup and soda. So, whether or not you are overweight, be careful of just how much of this sugar you are actually consuming. So, which of these superfoods did you find the most shocking? Be sure to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more like this. Be sure to check out the one on your screen right now. You'll definitely love it. See you there.